Hey guys, welcome to the daily news analysis of 25th of December, guys. First of all, a Merry Christmas to all of you whosoever has been listening to this video, guys. So let's start the very first news. First news is regarding India has hardened its stance ahead of the ASEAN summit. Actually, on 25th of January on next year, ASEAN and India commemorative summit is going to be held, in which the long delayed RCP talks will be continued, right? Negotiations for RCP, that is Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, will continue. So under that, let's see what is the issue, guys. See, the issue is under that RCP talks, India is being asked that India should take their liberal approach in freeing up the trade and promoting the regional integration, right? But on the other side of the coin, India is also asking for some sort of lukewarm demand in services, in which the other RCP countries are not, they are not agreeing to India's demand, right? See, India is demanding regarding this service issue because we are, strong in service sector, right? And in goods sector, we are a bit of, they are like Southeast Asian countries are a bit of more competitive than us, right? That's why the loss that we will be facing in, goods sector, we can manage those loss by the service sector, right? But those countries are not agreeing to agree on the demand what India is making, right? So that's why this was a news. And regarding this, Ministry of External Affairs has taken a very strong stand, in which they have said that they will restrain themselves from any such pact in which India will not be seeing its medium or future term growth, right? It's of no use if we don't make any gain out of any sort of agreements, right? So it's better to not sign that agreement, right? So that is the same thing Indian government, Ministry of External Affairs from the Indian side is also training. Actually, one fact I was being kept in this article, that's fact I just want to put forth in front of you. The fact is, India ASEAN trade in good agreement, actually it was linked on 2010, right? So in that good agreement with ASEAN countries, after the implementation of that agreement, it was seen that the trade deficit between India and ASEAN has widened. Means earlier on that year 2010, on the financial year 2010-2011, the trade deficit was $4.98 billion. Now I'm talking about dollars, not just billion rupees, right? So that has increased from 4.98 to 14.97, means plus $10 billion has been increased. Means you can think that Southeast Asians are respectively more competitive than us, right? So it's work of Indian diplomacy only to manage all these affairs, whatever is being shortage that is been taking place in goods, or if that can be managed by in future by any service sectors, then Indian government must push for that, right? So the same thing is doing by the Indian government, and let's see what happens next. But let's see about what this Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, who are the members of it, guys. It consists of 10 ASEAN members, you can see, plus 6 countries are there, that is India, China, South Korea, Japan, Australia and New Zealand, plus all the 10 member ASEAN countries. All those Asian countries, so I don't think that I need to explain it again to you, right? Next news is about adultery. Actually, since past few days this news is being news, so I thought of explaining it by a diagram, very sweet diagram actually. See, say for example, A and B are couples, they are married couples, right? So legally they are couples, right? But say for example, B has a relationship with other guy which is called C, and if B and C are having sexual intercourse without the permission of A, then that offense will be said to be adultery. And under adultery, guys, only the male is given, the male is recognized to be the culprit, right? That is female is not recognized to be the culprit. So this is the issue that has been going on in Supreme Court past few days. So that's why I thought of explaining it at a layman term, so that in future, if any sort of exams, any sort of mains exams you are giving, say for example UPSC mains exam, that will come later, but any state PSC if you are giving, then at least you will get to know that okay, what this adultery issue is, what is going on in Indian scenarios. So this adultery is mentioned in our Indian Penal Code Article 497 also, sections 497 also. So you just need to remember some few of the points. Next news is regarding UN sanctions that has been kept against North Korea. Actually, recently on November 29, North Korea has tested its new intercontinental ballistic missile, in which it is being said that that missile is putting United States main land within the range of that intercontinental ballistic missile. That's why the United Nations has put sanctions against North Korea, and the sanctions is that the limit, the North Koreans limit has been reduced in petroleum products and crude oil. Means earlier it was, if 100%, then now it has been reduced by 90%. Means now only 10% of the earlier imports what North Korea was doing, they can do that, right? So it is indeed very shock for the North Korea regime, but anyways, they must go through this because they are the culprit, right? So yeah, this was about it. And earnings from workers also from abroad they can take, but only in those two sectors United Nations has given few of the liberal approach to North Korea, and rest all the trade and things have been totally being banned after this sanctions, right? So in reaction to the verdict which has been given by the United Nations, North Korean foreign ministry has said that we are threatening those nations who are who have signed this for against us, right? And also will, if in future if needed, then we will take actions against them. So it is indeed in Hindi we call it Gidar Bhabki, right? Means North Korea actually don't have any potential, right? But it's not wrong, they have nuclear missiles, so they have potential, but still the potential of other countries are huge, far more. Means this is just a threat that has been given by North Korea. So it is indeed was in news, so I thought of making it explain to you. Next news is regarding an indigenous amphibious aircraft that has been launched by China. Actually, it is said to be the first indigenous amphibious aircraft, which is the world's largest also, right? So these kind of questions which are related to world's largest sort of things are very much important for UPSC perspective. For the name, its name is given AG600, and in China it is also known as Kunlong, right? And it stands for highest expectations in Chinese culture. I mean this word, right? And Kun means enormous, largely fish, and long means a dragon. And what this amphibious aircraft can do, first of all guys, amphibious aircraft are those aircraft which can fly on sky as well as water, right? So the work what can be, the applications that can be used by this aircraft will be maritime rescue, fighting forest fires, as well as marine monitoring. So these are all the work that might be conducted by this aircraft. Next is about Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project. It is actually mainly for the geography optionals student, because if they need to point out their map, so just remember that where the Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project is situated. As well as, yeah guys, this type of news are very much important for the normal people like us, because in UPSC they might ask that give you 3 or 4 hydroelectric power project or irrigation project, whatsoever they think to be, and they'll ask you in the column B that which are the state they belong to, right? So in match the following also they can give such kind of questions. So yeah, this was in news. Just remember that in which location Kaleshwaram is, right? Next news is regarding Lingayat. Actually guys, Lingayats are the people residing in the area which are marked in dark green, right? They have major influence in these area. Otherwise they have influence in all these area. The influence is up till Arunachal Pradesh also, right? So anyways, the Lingayats are demanding that we need a different religion, but the government is not agreeing to give them to tag them as a different religion. Why they are asking as a different religion, guys? Because see, they are telling that the way we worship Shiv Linga is totally different from the normal Hindus, right? So we are actually not Hindus, but we should be given different religion status. If they are given different religion status, then of course they will be counted in minority, and they can have the benefits of minority classes. But if you see that, then in all the in every part of India, the movement for the demand of these kind of things are going on. So I don't think that the government will allow them to have this tag of different religion. But anyways, let's see. But just remember that which are the places where the Lingayats belong majorly. Those are the South Maharashtrian state and North Karnataka state, right? So just remember it. Next news is about the first local AC train India's first local AC train, guys. Just remember it. Where it has been opened, Mumbai, right? And it is the part of suburban railway system of Mumbai. And this train has automatic doors and fully air conditioned. So the of course the amount of ticket will be also more. That is given 1.3 times the base fare of the first class ticket. And yeah, this was about the first India's first local AC train basically. So yeah, this is it, guys. I guess yeah, the current affair of today is over. We'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you very much for listening, guys. And once again, a very Merry Christmas to all. Very enjoyed the day, and yeah, bye bye, take care, sayonara.